And we're ready to begin. So I'd like to welcome everybody to Tai Chi for Health. This is a class where we use the movements of Tai Chi and Qigong. There are two Chinese exercise systems, along with the principles of Tai Chi, which is also a martial art, sometimes called an internal martial art, to improve our health. We can improve our muscle strength, we can improve our flexibility, we can improve our balance and our mood, and hopefully along the way we can have a little bit of fun. You'll need a little space around you. We want to take a step or two in each direction. If you have any small animals, leave them outside the room because I don't want you to fall down. In fact, I have only one rule in class: don't fall down. You can hold on to something to do a movement if you're unstable, or you can sit for part of or the entire class and still get a lot out of it. Just move what you can move and always stay in your comfort zone. No pain, no gain has nothing to do with Tai Chi. So with all that being said, we're going to start. We're going to bring our feet as close together as is comfortable for you. We're going to bring our hands to our lower abdomen, and we're just going to breathe. We're going to inhale and exhale. And as we breathe, I want your belly to expand. So you're using your diaphragm to breathe. Inhale and exhale. We're trying to relax the body. Inhale and exhale. And this is one of the simple ways to activate the vagus nerve and the parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale and exhale. Now, I might say inhale and exhale through class, but if that bothers you, just ignore me. Breathe normally, but do keep breathing. Now, in the next inhale, I want you to hold it at the top just for a moment. Feel what it's like to hold on, and now let it out with a sigh. Feel what it's like to let go. Now we're going to start moving our joints. We're going to inhale as our arms float up to the sides, shoulder height. Exhale, they float down. And we soften the waist and knees and do a little mini squat. We're going to be doing a lot of mini squats in class because those are important muscles for body support and also for core strengthening and back support. This is the Qigong movement called the crane, actually. We're going to do this again later, a little harder. This time we're going to bring our hands all the way up and slowly, slowly down in front. We take a big breath. We're going to open our legs, get our feet shoulder width apart. And now as we inhale, the hands float up chest high in front of us. And as we exhale, they float down. So I mentioned the principles of Tai Chi, and I boil those down to physical principles of moving slowly and smoothly and continuously as if there were resistance to our movement by the air. I often say, feel the air as we're moving. And if you think about it as resisting that movement, you can feel it a little bit easier. This is a Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. We're going to modify it now. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level, turn our palms up and reach toward the ceiling. Now slowly come down. So as we inhale, our hands rise and our body rises. As we exhale, or soften the waist and knees, the hands come down. This is a Qigong movement called Support the Heavens Like a Pillar. It's from a very well-known and old Qigong set of movements called the 8 Pieces of Brocade. I like that set of movements. It has tradition. Now we're going to modify it again. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level. But now as one hand goes up, the other goes down. So when we were supporting the earth like a pillar, it was sort of like doing a good morning stretch. But this one, I want you to visualize something different. I want you to visualize a cable running through your spine. And as the hands separate, they're tugging at that cable and stretching your spine, making you a little bit taller. If you want, you can lean to the side a little bit. Start shifting our weight from one foot to the other foot. And I want you to be conscious of that weight shift. That's another one of those Tai Chi principles. Now we're going to start bending a little bit different. We're going to twist our spine. We're going to reach out to the side. One arm goes to the front, the other goes to the back. As we do the Qigong movement, the dragon spreads its wings. Now, there are two ways of doing this kind of movement. With our feet separated, that's called the dragon spreads its wings. If we happen to bring our feet together, let's try that. And do the same arm movement. It's called the flying dragon. And it's actually a little bit of different of a feel, so I wanted you to just feel the difference. We're in a much less stable position when our feet are together than when they're separated shoulder width. Let's go back to that position. I want you to be in this position as much as possible because my one rule is don't fall down. Now we're going to stretch the dragon's tail. First, we're going to swing the dragon's tail. So that both arms are in front of us. Now, why are we doing dragon? Well, dragons in Chinese mythology are like snakes. They have a very thin torso, and there's a lot of twisting, and that's what we're doing. We're twisting our spine, lubricating the joints. Now we're going to stretch the tail. So we're going to bring our hands up to the side, now down into the other side. We're going to try to stretch it a little more. We're going to bring our back foot out and then bring it back. So we're shifting our weight from side to side very consciously. We're balancing on one leg as we lift that other leg to move out. So we're getting a bunch of benefits to the body at the same time. We're widening our hip joints or lubricating the hip joint. At the same time, we're practicing balance. We're going to do a couple of different foot movements now. We're trying to do a little balance difference. We're going to bring a foot out in front of us. Now we're going to bring a foot behind us. And if I'm adventurous today, I'm going to try to do a curtsy. So I'm going to bring the foot back behind. So if we're doing, what is that, a grapevine step in a folk dance? I think that's enough. We're going to now go to some swinging. Do a few more balance movements. Consciously shifting our weight from side to side, and now we're going to bring one foot out on the heel. I'm going to bring it back. Now the other foot. Now we're going to raise one hand over the foot, and the other hand over the other foot. Now both hands over one foot. One is at the elbow of the other. And this is the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa, or play the guitar. We're going to go back to swinging. We're going to do a few different movements, just getting this balancing work done. We're going to bring one foot out on the toe this time. Bring it back. Now the other one out on the toe. Now we're going to raise one hand, palm up over the toe. Now the other hand is going to be high, palm down. And we're now doing the Tai Chi movement called high pat the horse. So you can visualize a horse in front of you as you're patting its head, feeding it a lump of sugar. We're going to go back to swing. We're going to do one other balance exercise while we're in this position. We're going to bring one hand up in front of the face and then bring it down. Now we're going to bring that same side foot in on the ball of the foot. Let's just do that one more time. Now we're going to raise that knee if we can. If you can't, just leave it on the floor. That's all right. And this is the Tai Chi movement called the Golden Rooster stands on one leg. We're going to do that on the other side. We always do all the movements on both sides. So we're going to start with a hand. And we're going to bring our foot in. So this class is basically what's called a Tai Chi Qigong flow. We're bringing a whole bunch of movements from Tai Chi and Qigong, stringing them together smoothly and slowly so that we can feel the energy flow in our body. I'm going to raise the knee. We're going to come back later and do some other balance movements, but right now we're going to step out to the corner and push up and away. This is the Tai Chi movement called push the mountain or push-pull. Right now we're shifting our weight consciously from one leg to the other, but now it's forward and backward. We're actually in what's called a bow step or a mountain climber step. We're going to do a few movements in this position. First, we're going to bring our palms together, reach outward, and then sort of do a breaststroke back. It's a Qigong movement called parting the clouds. So the one thing to notice when you're going forward, don't go forward too far. You're not trying to lean and fall over. You also don't want your knees to go past the tip of the toes because that strains the knees. We just want to strengthen the muscles, and that's what we're doing by doing this controlled movement. Now we're going to reverse direction and bring the back of our hands together and scoop downward as the mama bear gathers her cubs. Let's do a couple more movements in this position. First, we're going to do the butterfly. So we're going to lunge forward, crossing our wrists, bringing our palms up and separating our arms. Now we're going to come down and do a bow, keeping our spine straight, palms are face down. So if you do a movie of this, your hands are making the shape of the butterfly's wings. Let's do one more. And I'm going to do one more in this corner movement. We're going to take this hand and reach forward as if it's a tiger's claw. And then as we shift back, the other arm comes up. This is a more recent one I learned from Adam Potts. It's called the Tiger Climbs the Mountain. We're going to sit back. We're going to go to the other side and do the same set of movements, if I can remember them. So we're going to step out. We're going to push the mountain. Now we're going to part the clouds. So when we're shifting our weight like this, we're also teaching our body and our brain, no, teaching our brain where our body is in space. Oh, see, I already switched to the mama bear gathers her cubs. But this proprioception is a key part of balance. And now we're going to do our butterfly. So we now come forward, raise our palms up as we look up, come back down, do a bow as we look down. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you come up and exhale as you come down. Let's do one more. And now we're going to climb the mountain as a tiger. We're going to sit back. We're going to sync the chi. So we inhale, our hands come up, they come in toward the heart, and as we exhale, they press down. Now we're going to bring the back of our hands together, and as we inhale, the hands rise up, and as we exhale, the palms are facing down as they come down, doing the Qigong movement called the fountain. Let's do one more. Now we're going to point our fingers up, go all the way up, and then spiral our arms down as we come down, doing silk reeling. Let's do one more. And we're going to sync the chi. I think I want to do connecting the earth and the sky. So we're going to bring our hands down the back of our legs, bring our hands outward straight in front of us, all the way up top, slowly coming down the front of our body to the armpit, switching around to the back. And now we're sort of massaging down the back of our leg, coming up. This is another one of those pieces from the 8 Pieces of Brocade. I just like the stretching movements. This is how I get ready to tie my shoes. Okay, now we're going to sync the chi, and I think we're going to do some cloud hands. We're about ready to have a thunderstorm, so we're going to take one hand, bring it across the face, then turn the palm out, switch hand positions. So I point out when we're doing this movement, which is both a Qigong and a Tai Chi movement, that we're shifting our weight from one foot to the other, and we're turning our torso sideways. So the hands are moving up and down, but they appear to be moving side to side because we're turning our body. We're now going to add the foot movement, which differentiates the Tai Chi from the Qigong movement. We're going to go this way first. We're going to step out to the side as the hand moves across the face, and the other foot comes in. We'll take one more step. I said we needed to take 2 steps in each direction, so this is our 2 steps. Now we're going to go back the other way, 4 steps. We're moving slowly and smoothly, trying to feel that air between our fingers. We're shifting our weight very consciously so that we're in a stable position before we shift our weight over to the new leg. We're going to come back in. So in Tai Chi, this is actually a movement to get away from a fight sideways. You're deflecting punches at the same time you're moving sideways. We're now going to leave our arms on one side, bring our opposite foot in, I'm going to do a little bit of a dance. I said mini squatting is something we're going to be doing a lot of in class, and here we are actually doing it more on one leg than on the other. That is, this leg has a little more of the weight because we're about to step out with the other foot. We're going to step out now to the side. The hands do the same kind of movement, but it's now called brush, knee, and push, or deflect down and push. In the last couple of weeks, I've been pointing out that when you're doing these kinds of movements, where you're shifting your weight and your feet are pointed in different directions, you want your hips to be pointed in the same direction as your knee when you're doing the heavy weight bearing on that leg. That way you don't hurt your knee. This time we're going to leave our hands on that side. Bring the other foot in. We're going to do everything on the other side, as we always do, trying to keep balance in the body. We're now going to step out to the other corner. Get my hands organized. Now we're going to step out, brush, knee, and push. So in Tai Chi, this is deflecting a punch coming in and giving a palm strike back, or a push. We're going to come back in. We're going to go back to the clouds. We're going to do a few more movements here. First, we're going to close our fists, making storm clouds. Now we're going to stop the hands, one above the head, the other at the belly. We're going to turn our head toward the belly-sided shoulder. It's not really anyway, the hand that's going to the belly, we're looking at that shoulder. And now we're going to raise that foot. This is the Qigong movement called the tiger hugs its head. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So now the opposite hand goes to the top and the other one goes to the bottom, looking over the back shoulder. Now we're going to raise the foot, only if you can. You can't just visualize doing that. It helps make the brain connections that you'll need when your muscles are strong enough to do it. Let's do one more. Now, I said this was a Qigong movement. If we actually step out to the corner and do the same movement, it's a Tai Chi movement called Ride the Tiger. We're going to come back in and go the other side, just for completeness sake. So we're going to step out and ride that tiger. Think of that old swing song, Ride that, Hold That Tiger. I think next week we'll do a whole lot of tiger movements. Thinking the Qi. We're going to go up to moon level now. We're going to hold the moon. We're going to do a couple of things with the moon. First, we're going to widen our stance. This is called a horse stance. Horse dance, not a horse dance. And we're going to squeeze the moon as we do a squat. Now, those of you who take Harmon Renzi's strength and conditioning class, one of the exercises that we do there is called bracing. And this is sort of like a bracing exercise. You're tightening your pelvic muscles as you're doing this little squat. Helps develop the muscles that support your lower spine. It is not Tai Chi-ish or Qigong-ish, but it is good for your body. Let's bring our feet back in, and we're still holding the moon, but now we're going to separate our hands. We're going to start rocking as we separate our hands, and we're going to do another balance movement. We're going to bring one foot out in front of the body on the ball of the foot, same side as the hand going down. So we bring that foot out. This is the Tai Chi movement called the white crane spreads its wings. So in a martial art, this is deflecting down and up and perhaps kicking someone with your foot. But right here, it's a balance exercise. And we're moving slowly and smoothly, trying to feel the air, being conscious of our weight shift. And we're going to do it on the other side. So we're going to shift our moon here, rotate it around, and now separate our hands. Now we're going to bring out the foot. Have that white crane spread its wings. Okay, now we got this moon in our hands. We're going to toss the moon. So we're shifting our weight from one side to the other. Now we're going to bring both hands into play, one on top, and it goes straight down while the other goes diagonally up toward the ceiling as we twist our body. This is the Tai Chi movement called parting the wild horse's mane. You can do it in any kind of stance. I'd like you to try to be in a bow stance, that is, with separation between your feet side to side and front to back, making it very stable. The farther you step, the more likely it is you could knock someone over your knee if you did this in a fight. We're going to just come back in. We're going to hold the moon, go to the other side. First, we're going to toss the moon. Now we're going to part the wild horse's mane. And we're going to hit that moon back in our hands. We're going to do another Tai Chi movement. We're going to step out to the corner, rotate the moon, and push. So we have the bottom hand ends up at the top, palm outward. The hand that was on the top of the moon is pushing straight forward as if we're pushing someone in the chest after deflecting their punch coming at us. This is the Tai Chi movement. The fair lady works the shuttle, sometimes called the jade lady works the shuttle. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to rotate the moon, step out, rotate and push. Slow down. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you come forward. Let's do one more. We've got the moon in our hands. We're going to take the moon for an orbit around the earth. So we're going to step out to the corner. And this time we're going to lean as we move this moon in an orbit around the earth. We're in reverse directions. Now, normally in Tai Chi, you don't lean the body. The body always remains vertical because that's stable. If you're leaning, you can be knocked down. But in this, we're trying to just stretch the limits of our balance. We're going to come back in and go to the other side. Step out and take that moon for an orbit around the earth. Reverse direction. I'm going to come back in. We've done enough with the moon. So we're going to now make some gentle fists. And we're going to turn a wheel. And you can turn this wheel as far as you want. This is turning the wheel. It's a Qigong movement. But you can make it any size that is comfortable for you. If you want to make it really big, that's okay. If you want to do a squat while you do it, so you can get the biggest circle you can, that's fine too. Whatever feels good for you. Now we're going to go the other direction. Let's do one more. We're going to sync the chi. And I think we're going to do a little bit of Tai Chi walking. We've already walked sideways today in the waving hands like clouds. Now we're going to go forward and backward. First, we're going to put all our weight on one leg, bring the foot out, place the heel down and the toe down, and now shift the weight. Bring the back foot up. Now it's going to go out, bringing out the heel, the toe, and now shift the weight. I'm going to do one more. Heel, toe, shift weight. Now we're going to go backward. Again, we're going to put all the weight on one leg, raise the other, and gently put the toe down behind us, then the heel, and now shift the weight. Bring the foot in. Now that toe goes back. I find it very difficult not to shift the weight before I want to. So this is something you have to work on. But this shifting of weight very consciously is critical to stability. And now we're going to do a different kind of Tai Chi walk. We're going to bounce the ball on the bubbling spring. So we're going to not move side to side, but just in walking in place. We're doing that same conscious transfer of the weight as we lift the foot. I think we have bounced the ball enough, so we're going to now sync the chi. I think we're ready to do a catch the sparrow's tail. So we're going to start by holding a ball and bringing our foot in a center step. This is a center step. And this is a 4-part movement. We're going to do each of the 4 parts separately and then put them together. So first we're going to step out to the side and ward off. So we shift our weight from the back leg to the front leg, not fully, but a lot of it, as the hand moves out parallel to the floor as if it's pushing away an opponent. It's called ward off. The second part is pull back. So after we ward off, we scoop up shoulder high and arc down toward the floor. You get ready to do that again. So now we're shifting our weight from the front to the back. And in battle, this is redirecting an opponent's force, perhaps having them move toward the floor. Now we're going to bring our palms together, and as we rock forward, pressing the palms together. This is called the press, or press. Now the 4th part, we're going to separate our hands, and we're going to push the mountain, just as we did earlier in class. So let's put those all together. And all together it's called catch the sparrow's tail. So first we ward off, then we pull back, then we press, and then we push. To coordinate the breath, you inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's do that all one more time. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Now we're going to go to the other side, do those same movements. The first, we ward off. 3 times. So note that your body is turning so that when your weight is on a bent leg, you're facing in that direction. Now we're going to scoop up and pull back. Again, the torso is turning. So as your weight shifts, bending the knee, your body is properly aligned. Now we bring our hands back together and we press. Finally, we push. So we separate our hands, we come back, we push the mountain. So let's put those all together. Catch another sparrow. So we're going to ward off, pull back, press, and push. We're going to inhale, exhale as we ward off, inhale as we pull back, exhale as we press, inhale as we roll back, to exhale as we push. Let's do one more all together. Ward off, pull back, press, and push. Now we're going to come back in. We're going to sync the chi. And I notice I haven't done the movement from my shirt today, so we have to do my movement from the shirt. So we're going to step out to the corner and separate our hands. So we're going to step out to the corner, separate the hands. This is called fan back. And we're going to go to the other side. So we come in, we step out the other corner. And we're going to come back in, we're going to sync the chi. I think we're ready to do our centering exercise. We're going to stop rocking. We're going to bring our hands up to our midline, palms facing up. And now as we inhale, one hand rises all the way up top, and then slowly, slowly comes down the midline. So coordinating the breath, we inhale as the arm rises. Exhale as it slowly comes down. So how is it centering us? Well, the hands are moving down the center line of the body. That's centering. But I also want you to try to think about being in the present moment. So focusing on the here and now, focusing on your body, trying to focus anywhere but on the outside world, which every once in a while is a good thing to do. You can't live there, but every once in a while it's a good thing to do. Let's do one last time. Now we're going to bring our feet closer together. We're going to check our breathing, see if we're still breathing from the diaphragm. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze. So feel the air gently wafting you from side to side or front to back. Feel how your weight is distributed differently on the front and back of your foot, the side of your foot. Try to get in touch with what your body is feeling right here, right now. You might want to take an inventory, see, do you have any new aches and pains from class, or maybe a few less? Do you feel any colder or warmer after having done this exercise? We're going to open our eyes. We're going to take a big breath. I want to thank you for participating in that part of the class, the Tai Chi Qigong flow. We're now going to do some cool down exercises. These help delineating the end of class. They're also useful. First one is another one of those core building exercises. It's spinal cord breathing. We're going to inhale and arch the back, bringing our shoulder blades together, breathing in from the diaphragm. And now we're going to curl the back as we bring the elbows together and do a crunch. So it's sort of like a cat and a cow from yoga. And a crunch and a Kegel, strengthening the core muscles. Yeah, do a few of those. Now we're going to do the 3 cool down exercises of Dr. Paul Lamb from the Tai Chi for Health Institute. His first one is the tapping of the thighs. We've done a lot of squatting in this class, and this helps get circulation to those big muscles. I like the tapping so much that I do it everywhere. I need circulation, especially in my brain. Today I didn't forget anything, but you never know. Okay, second cool down exercise from Dr. Paul Lamb is a modification of progressive relaxation, going tense and release. We're going to inhale and tense all the muscles that we can without pain. Hold it, and then exhale, relaxing all those muscles. So here we go. We're going to inhale and tense. Exhale and relax. Inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. Last time, inhale and tense. Exhale, relax. And his last cool down exercise is the big breath. So we're going to inhale and exhale. One of you can do a mini squat at the end. So we've got our shoulders moving, got our elbows and wrists moving. So thank you for participating in this class. I'm going to stop the recording. Feel free to unmute yourselves, ask any questions, or make any comments. Stop the